Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do start, let's give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have happened. Now, the man spider was very territorial. It could smell the other kings in the city, aka other members of the spider family. Izuku, he took on his bride, and the man spider, it also claimed two others. Deku, well, he was a man spider. He did a number of things. And, well, let's just tell you the result. Deku, he woke up to find he got Felicia pregnant. Along with that, Jessica and Cindy. So, clearly a few things happened that he needs to figure out. Because some of it seems strange and free floating, but the rest of it seems vacant. And Deku, he was very surprised by what happened now. Deku is not too sure. Some time has passed, and him and Cindy have, well, you talked about it? Tried to figure a few things out? I mean, apparently pheromones played a huge part in this, and Deku was producing a lot more. So it sort of explains a few things that happened. Now, Deku, he was happy to see Miles again. But how about this time, under better circumstances, they all actually sit down and chat? And Miles is sitting there with Deku right now. Him sitting there with not just Miles, but Spider-Man Noir. The man going to East Express. Going to sit down his glass of whiskey. Neat. Now, Deku is going to drink his whiskey. It on the rocks, as Miles, he actually is drinking, well, a beer. And he's talking about it. You know, he's still trying to at least get used to all this. What? That we're in a bar? Yeah, honestly, that is something I would probably say, yeah. Huh, right. So, it's definitely been a minute. It has been. How you been? I've been better. Really. So, about that whole thing that happened. Yeah, I probably should explain what happened there. You got better though, right? I definitely got better, though my powers are still somewhat strengthened, so that's at least nice. Really? Oh yeah. I put myself through certain paces and discovered that I think my limit's 100 tons. 100 tons? Oh yeah. Yeah. Along with that, I also did keep the venom thing. That's impressive. So what's your limit? Um, I'm not really too sure. You'll find it one day. I mean, the heaviest thing I lifted, I think, was 30 tons, but that was a long time ago. What do you mean? That was about 4 years ago when I was 20. Really? Yeah, no, I remember specifically because it was just after my birthday. Oh man, I was not ready for that. Though, I did have to sleep that one off. That bad? You have no idea. I mean, I don't even want to get into some of the weird shit I face. What kind of villains do you face? Well, I mean, your typical rogue gallery, you know? But is it true you killed Carnage? Yeah, I don't understand how that thing's so dangerous. He doesn't exist in your world? I mean, I've never seen him in our universe, so I can't say that he does. Huh. Your universe sounds a bit better. I mean, probably, but can't really compare it to since I don't live in yours. Touche. Both of you two are just talking nonsense. Hmm? At least our universes have color. Hmm. I do like the color schemes. See? So, you gotta agree though. Whose universe is better? The whiskey universe tastes nicer, though that could just be the brands. I mean, it's probably just about the same. No, no, they definitely do taste different. I noticed a difference from my universe too. Trust me. I've been at this a long time. Sure. But you were saying anyways? So what happened after the whole spider thing? Miles, I really don't want to talk about it. What could you possibly say that could be the worst outcome? Jessica, Cindy, and Felicia are all pregnant. No shit. Yeah, but I'm sorry. Aren't you and Cindy married? Yeah. Oof. Well, the two gonna look at Noir. And Noir is gonna bring the glass up to his lips. Him simply just going to sip. And Deku is gonna turn back to Miles. It's complicated. I I don't know really what to say. Cindy, I know she's mad, but she's a little less understanding about this. Though we couldn't have predicted it. She's angry at you? Like, how pissed off? Considering I don't have a memory of a lot of it, I'd say she's adequately understanding, but also reasonably pissed. Though I'm afraid to call her out on things. You really are married. No, I've been married to her long enough to know when she needs to be left alone. Trust me, Miles. It's better that right now I let her cool off. Though I have to deal with Felicia and me if Jessica have been talking. Is she your ex? That's a little complicated. How is it complicated? Well, okay, so my first girlfriend Toga. Wait, so like, 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 yeah, right. Sorry, it slipped my mind for a second. How many of those have you had? Only five. Is that five or is that six? Miles gonna bring his hand out. Him going to knock it entirely back, and then gonna slam it down. Him gonna turn and throw it in his hand, telling Izuku, that was six. And Negative gonna stare at Miles, talking about it. Right. Anyways, so where was he again? Right, Jessica. Things with him and her are complicated, but Togo was his first real girlfriend where things were serious. And whenever Toga died, Jessica was there to help him out of his rut, and they kind of were on the same side on the war. That was the whole thing, and they kind of got a bit more serious. She helped him get out of a bad spot, and they were on the run together. I mean, that was a year in his life where it was just Spider-Man and Jessica Drew, Spider Woman. Things seemed simple. I'm sensing a but it wasn't Jessica. Huh? It was a scroll. Wait, wait. So you you dated a scroll for almost a year. What's a scroll? Well, the dude turning, casually saying it's an alien. And Noir isn't going to stare back at Izuku. and with a lot more what the fuck on his face. We all know that expression by heart now. Deku, he does want to talk about it. Yeah, that was weird, and whenever he figured it out, it kind of fucked with him for a minute. They kind of stopped chatting after that. You did? Me and her never really had a chance to talk about it or clear it up. Yikes. That doesn't sound good. You're telling me. I mean, I did want to approach her, and it's just so complicated, dude. I don't even know how to explain that. You were tricked, and you most definitely banged an alien. Of course, you were gonna bring that up. I'm just saying. Yeah, I kind of want to give you a high five. Miles, it's not really that big of a deal. Are you kidding me? Come on. That's gotta be a pretty big deal. I mean, coming out of Spiderman, you can say you've got that title. Oh my God, Miles. No, first of all. Second off, I don't really think I'm the first. I feel like that's more Tony Stark. Really? You think that he. Well, probably. Though I think aliens have been on Earth a lot, so doubtful. Yeah, yeah. So, but you and her never talked about it. Not officially, no. We kind of just went our own separate ways and ignored it, I guess. Really? Dude, that was years ago. Listen, that was a weird thing for all of us. I don't know what she was put through, and she doesn't know what we went through on Earth. We talked about a few things, yeah, but never in just relationship wise, just purely professional. So you got a bit of a hang up about it. Not really a hang up, but I just, I know there's some baggage there, I guess. It sounds like it. Are you actually going to add anything to the conversation? You invited me out here for a drink, not to speak. You know what? Fair enough. Just, you gonna get the next round? Do you need me to? Well, we invited you here to drink, not speak. I can buy the next round, but you're buying shots. Deal. Anyways, so, we never talked about things, but we also never really cleared them up. We just sort of ignored it. Being a superhero is weird, but trying to date as a superhero is weirder. Fact is, I don't want her to feel like she owes me a date, and I don't want to force her in a relationship that she didn't ask for. Huh. Do you think that maybe she felt the same way? I don't know, Miles. That's the problem. Huh. But if both of you ignored it, then all this stuff happening now, you guys have had to talk about it, right? We have. So, I don't really want to talk about this stuff, man. It's private. You're the one that brought this up. Did I? I think you did. Thanks, Noir. Um, let's see. Yeah, okay. Me and her tried to talk about it because a few things happened. I talked to her, I apologized, I mean, I was just surprised. Cindy was mad about Felicia, but with Jessica, she was a bit more understanding. How is that possible? Because Jessica's a friend of hers. Also, she kinda knows I dated a scroll version of her. Oh. Yeah, me and Cindy were on good communication wavelengths, but I think this might actually be a lot harder. How so? Miles, you've already. I'm. Jesus, man. I'm messing with you, dude. Yeah, it sounds tough. Tough is an understatement, man. I mean, I already have 4 kids. Y- You have more children than just the one with Cindy? Yeah, I mean, only 2 of them are Cindy's, though. Okay, how is she not angry at you for that? I was under mind control. Yeah, and you were a feral animal here, so what's the next excuse gonna be? Okay, low blow, Miles. Fuck, sorry, dude. Just, you gotta keep in mind some of this shit, dude. It doesn't, you'll see a pattern, and Cindy might freak out if she does. Yeah, thanks for putting that in my frickin' head. Okay, Miles, just, just give me a sec. Okay, me and Jessica talked about it, and she did have a bit of hang-ups. See? Sorry. We had hang-ups, and we talked. She wanted to approach me and actually see things with me. The squirrel already knew that Jessica had an interest in me, and, well, she thought that she was direct enough that I knew that she knew, or she knew that I knew, and one thing led to another. Wait, so even if the squirrel didn't take her place, she was going to make a move on you? That's what she said. She was going to ask me to go on patrol with her, and, well, she even thought about going out to dinner. Okay, that's, wow, right? I mean, she thought that she should have, but talking to me after all that is difficult. And it's just a whole fucking thing. You tired? Yes, I am. I've been running around the city and doing quite a lot. I just wanted a break. I've been running a company and being successful. I wanted to have a drink. Now, the president's come back around. Them going to at least ask if they're all okay here. And Deku, he is going to order shots, as Noir, he is going to give a thumbs up. As, right now, Miles, he does ask for another beer. And Deku, he does sit there as they do continue talking. And Deku does at least explain a few things. As, later, they do to leave. Deku going to walk outside and open the portal in the alleyway. I'm going to walk through and back home. Him going to step in, as he actually is trying to think about what to do. Okay, so this thing's basically the best taxi ever, so there's that. But where should he? Oh, crap. Is this the right reality? No, no, it is. It is. Okay. He does gotta do a few things. But most importantly, though, he does need to get to bed. But he doesn't make it there. And we do actually cut to the next morning. Deku, he currently does lay there. Him covered in a blanket and trying to sleep. However, they are poking him in the face. And Deku, he does just don't open his eyes. I'm gonna bring up his hand, and I should tell them, give him 5 minutes. Izuku, "Hmm? Cindy, what's up?" Him right now gonna fall off the ceiling and smash onto the ground. Her turn to tell him. He's sleeping on the ceiling again. Oh, ow. Sorry. You okay? I'm fine. Just had a drink with Miles and Noir. Are you okay? I'm fine. You sure? Yes, I'm fine. Cindy, can we just talk? We have talked. I know, but you're mad at me. I know that. Izuku, I am, I'm angry at you, not mad. I get that there's a part of all of us that wanted that, and, well, things were very trippy for everyone. I'll say that much. Yeah, some of the stuff I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Shut up. Shut up. Sorry. Sorry. Where's where's Inko? She's at school. Did you re-enroll her again? Yeah. She wanted to go back to school and she's happy to know her friends again. Huh. Right. Though I'm gonna be a bit worried. Why? Reed got his kids covered. People, they don't remember those kids being the power pack. He had a bit of a plan and he was able to do a few things. Huh, what did he do? I'm not sure exactly, but I trust his judgment on that. Huh. I'm guessing he wiped the memories. Okay, Men in Black. Huh. Well, he's the man in blue. Okay, okay. You want to talk? We can talk. I'm not mad. I'm just caught off guard, surprised, unenthusiastically surprised. Right. But, but, I can't say I'm angry. That's not the right word. And I'm annoyed now that Felicia lives with us, and, well, Jessica is here too. I liked it just being our little family. I know, I know, but I can't really just. I know, don't. I got it. I'm just annoyed. I got it. But I'm sorry. No, is it? Don't apologize. I just. Okay, I won't. You won't? Do you want me? No, no, sorry. Okay, we come to a mutual understanding. Right, right. Okay, so what? Well, I'm going to go out and I'll be back later, okay? Okay. I'll take care of the house and if anything happens, I'll take care of it. I'm sure you are. Her gonna turn and walk away. And Deku doesn't think. It's been over 3 months, and his life is returning to normal. Yeah, this is the new normal. Okay, but crime is definitely still down in New York. I mean, there's a new guy trying to take on the mantle of the Punisher, but he's not too sure that guy will get anywhere. And there are a few people who are trying to pick up the mantles of other heroes and villains, so there's that. Although he can't say he's too enthusiastic about what might happen next. And that on Deku's mind. Him going to land in a building. Him gonna walk in and go to school to experiment. He needs to be a bit more careful with this. Right now, Deku in a former Osborn facility. This place was once used to store some of the Green Goblin's tech. It is a safe house. And Deku, since no one else was using it, why not let him use it? I mean, there are tons of these places all around the city, and Oscorp forgot about them. So that means they're up for grabs. And Deku does have fun in his own private little lab. Him going to continue on with the experiment. Him going to think. Okay, so he sent Spiderbots into the sewers. So far, there's been no sign of Mr. Chizuki. And without any more data, then he can't do much. Hmm. Okay, so what he's got so far should work if he remembers it correctly. He he modified something just simply, and hopefully it might work. He uh he does owe that man a lot. Okay, so let's see. Hmm, busy? What do you want? We're here to talk. What's there to talk about? Congratulations are in order? Huh, sure. Right now, Baku gonna walk up. Him gonna express. He's serious though. Congrats. But he is here to talk to him about what he might be doing. I mean, he's heard a few things that he's done recently, and he does have to ask, is he gonna go back to killing again? Bakugo, there was a point where I was on the other side of that question. Yeah, I know, but now you're not. I'm still worried about what you might do. Bakugo, I'm fine. The increased aggression's gone thanks to the cure. Though I did lose a decent amount of power, I'm still pretty far up there. I've heard. Though I do gotta ask. Ask what? If I can get the same power up. Yeah, I don't think it works that way. Well, can't bother. Can't blame a guy for trying. I can't, but if I could, I could. Or if I if I could, I would. Yeah, there we go. You good? Been a bit of a busy day. What do you mean? I don't want to talk about it. That's why I'm here. You're sure? Yeah. Listen. I I've been going through a bit. I'm sure you have. But honestly, maybe you should just quit. What? I'm gonna start spin and turn. And Bucko, he don't should tell him. Just quit. I mean, he's still wearing Kane's colors. Bakugo, these were my colors before. You know what I mean. You're still beating yourself up about Kane, Izuku. You're still trying to make up for everything you've done. Bakugo, I'm not trying to make up for anything anymore. What? Bakugo, I know what I've done. That was almost 13 years ago. I, I, I couldn't have just ran in there. I know that now. I couldn't have controlled it. Crimes like that happen every night. Things that just don't turn out well. I know there are some things I can't control. Some things I've done that I shouldn't have. But I also know that there are things I couldn't stop. Things I can't change. I've accepted that I'm responsible for my father's death. I've accepted that I've accepted that I've killed Kane. That Julia killed Ben. I've accepted all of it, Bakugo. I've had to. I've grown up. I stepped away from the responsibility because it was too much. I mean, I was fighting aliens. I became a killer. I was an outlaw from the law at what, 20 fucking 2? 20, 21? I don't remember. All the shit I've been through, Bakugo, you've got to know. I wasn't prepared for. Nothing could have prepared me for this. I mean, I literally don't know what to say other than just whenever I had to deal with Moreland and the multiversal shit. I quit being Spider-Man. I was pulled into that. I realized there are some things I can not deal with on my own. I realized I could call for help, Bakugo. Every single Spider person in the multiverse, they've lost someone. That's not true. It is. There's always a lesson. Irresponsibility or just they were involved. They were too close. They die. I've seen it happen over and over. You're lying. They're going to turn and tell Bakugo. There's a world where they are all cannibals. He's been to the world where the version of him in that reality is a zombie. He tore off the flesh on his face, the skin all over his body. He did quite a lot because he had regrets. He's revisited that reality and he was watching from a distance. He knows what he saw. He knows what horrors lie there. He knows what he did there. He reviewed everything. He went through and got closure on a few things. He revisited and went through things. I visited the inheritors. They're all, ironically, as old as my oldest daughter. The inheritors? What are you talking about? The multiversal vampires. We turned them into infants. I visited them and they didn't know who the hell I was. But they were definitely surprised. I was a spider-themed superhero. And to them I was so cool. Bakugo, there's some shit out there too big for any of us, and there are some shit we can control. Focus on what you can do. That's it? That's it. Take a back. Talking about Bakugo. He healed. He should do the same. Bakugo gonna turn and walk out. Trying to at least tell Izuku. Healed my ass. And right now, Bakugo, he leaves. He still has a lot to go through in his own mind. 6 years of his life gone. How do you deal with any of that? He's pissed. But at the same time, he's getting things back on track. He's just surprised that she was still single. And he's happy to know her again. But can the relationship work? Can he really say that he's a better man? Still a good man? It's troublesome. That ran on Bakugo's mind. Him going to land in an apartment and go to conceal this Venom symbiote. And Venom, he does gonna morph into clothes. Bakugo is gonna somewhat stretch, telling Venom, okay, so listen, he's gotta tell him something quite simple. What? I'm gonna be forward with her tonight, and I'm gonna at least try to talk to her. I know that she works for my best friend. You and Izuku are not best friends. I mean, kind of are, I guess, but I know he considers me his friend. He does do that, yes. But at the same time, he's also happy to see you turn over a new leaf, as I do. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Bakugo, he does actually get to do one thing. Whenever his phone does get a buzz, he has a good turn. Him gonna shoot out spider webs and gonna pull it towards him. Him gonna catch it as he's gonna tell Venom. Thanks. Him gonna actually pick up the phone. Hey, no, I'm not busy. Yeah, yeah. Right now, him gonna deal with his own thing. And there actually is Deku. Deku, he finds Connors. It takes some time and some effort, but he gets things on track. He gets a lot of things on track. Spider-Man is back. His life is almost entirely Spider-Man. I mean, he makes public appearances as Izuku Midoriya, but he's a private billionaire. He built a company from nothing. He has access to advanced tech and tools, and he works with people like Tony Stark and freaking Reed Richards. I mean, he made a deal with Doctor freaking Doom, and he met the X-Men. He he's done a lot. That right now in his mind. And there actually is Felicia, who right now she's just won't bring her hands up to her face, and she just won't cry. And Deku is going to turn looking up. Okay, not good. I'm going to stand and walk over. Him going to bring his hands up around her, asking exactly what's wrong. I just, I don't, I can't do this. Okay, okay, hey, sit down. I'll fix it, okay? This is just, I don't get it. I got it. Trust me, I'll do this. Just go sit down. You shouldn't even be doing this in the first place. Right now, Deku gonna turn and go to do what she couldn't. Her gonna actually someone sit down as Deku try to tell her to calm down. And he's at least trying to get her to relax a bit more, since her stress isn't too good for the babies. Now, right now, Felicia, she doesn't want her to relax. And Deku, he does want to bring his hand up. Him putting it under her stomach, and so I'm going to smile. Him going to stare up at Felicia. And she herself actually going to crack a smile. Her trying to stop the waterworks. Now, Deku, he actually just won't stand. Him going to give her a peck on the cheek and tell her, as he's going to walk back over. He's got a few things ready right now. You sure? Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. How bad is it? Actually, it's not bad. It's just. It's gonna take a second. I'm trying to build a zero gravity gun. Okay, but you're sure it's gonna be safe? Yeah, I've done the math and things should be fine. Along with that, if there's any unexpected side effects, it's highly unlikely for them to be dangerous. Okay, but what might they be? What any side effect would be if you're floating in the air? And that is, your body's not going to feel used to it. Your equilibrium is going to definitely feel a bit screwy, but you're acrobatic enough so you're kind of used to swinging around a lot in the air and being, but this is a lot easier than that. Really? Yeah, it's still going to be a little, I guess, challenging since you've been out of the game. Hey, I know, you can still kick me across the face and slide over the table. You've done it before. I know. Alright, it's done. Do you want to test it out? Yes. Felicia, she does get someone sit there. And Deku, he has actually someone stand up and bring his hand up. Him going to adjust a knob and tell her. Okay, so he's gonna lower gravity and make things feel a bit more simple. However, this is definitely gonna feel strange. Though her equilibrium is used to being thrown around pretty bad. So she'll be okay if he's correct, but she's definitely been out of the game for a while. Yeah, yeah, okay. Just, please, I just want to relax for a second and it's just, I know, it's heavy. And when I don't turn, and it goes on fire. And right now, Felicia, she just doesn't feel a lot of weight get lifted. And she just doesn't turn and gonna sit down on the couch. Her gonna chill and relax, talking about how that feels a lot better. I know. Okay, so that'll last about. The timer says 8 hours. I can live with that. But can I use it again after, or you can, yeah, but I wouldn't recommend it all the time. Huh? Why? Is it bad? It's not bad, but it definitely is a bit of a bad idea because you know, if it gets to be too heavy and you try to not use it after a long period of time, oh, no, no, I understand. Right. I'll tell Jessica about it and I'll tell Cindy about it. Hmm? Where is she at today? She took Inko out. Inko apparently has a school project, and I did not know. Can't you just give her a drone? I could, but the fact of the matter is, Ben and Annabelle, they sort of broke the project, so now she's trying to fix it. Oh, and what about Jess? She's. mm, she's not here. Know where she's at? Not really. I think she's trying to go back to work with S.H.I.E.L.D., but I know they're not really going to put her in a field position. You'd be crazy to put her in a field position. I mean, I've worked with her, and she's good, but she's definitely not that good. Yeah, though she is making me worried. She doesn't text you? She sends me updates, but sometimes she just doesn't remember. I think she slips up, but she's fine. I'm sure she's fine. Yeah. You sure you don't want to call her? I'm sure. But I'm getting tired. Haven't you been up all night? Yeah, was out on night shift still trying to find Dr. Chizuki. Though, uh, though, he just, I don't know if he's still in New York. Izuku, you need to go to sleep. I'll be fine. I just need a minute and some coffee. Izuku, you can't even talk and keep your eyes open. I know. You know, maybe you're right. Deku, he does, I'm gonna fall forwards. Right now, his head smashing onto the table as Deku, he does gonna fall asleep. And Felicia, she actually does not turn. Her gonna stand up and walk over. Her gonna do so and actually gonna bring her hand out to grab onto the gun. Her gonna hold it up. Okay, so let's see. Let's just turn this over to her gonna shoot Deku. And Deku right now, he does gonna float somewhat into the air. And Felicia, she does something to grab onto Deku. Her going to pull him over to the couch. Her gonna actually turn and switch it again. Her gonna actually shoot it down. And Deku does slowly lower himself down. Her increasing the gravity on him. And Deku, right now he doesn't lay down. Him still gonna adjust as Felicia is gonna sit down. And Deku, he is asleep. Her right now just going to bring her hand up onto his head and sit there. As she does have a lot on her mind. things have definitely felt strange to her. And she feels kind of bad, but they've come a long way, right? I mean, this thing's definitely been a lot harder than she thought, and Izuku's been patient, supportive, but she's got to say, she actually does sort of have a newfound respect for Cindy. Spidey's life is a little crazy, and that was probably before they ever started dating. Yikes. The multiverse exists? Yeah, that was a fucking shocker. Though I guess she probably should have known she wasn't the only burglar in existence, let alone all reality. Huh. She is curious, though. Apparently, there's a reality where Spider and her got married, and Izuku, he talks to that version of himself. So maybe he does know her a little bit better. Her and Ren are going to run her hand through Deku's hair, and Deku doesn't lay there. As Cindy, she doesn't walk through the door. Her is trying to ask about exactly if Izuku's here, and Felicia doesn't turn and yell about how he's sleeping, and he was out all night on patrol. And Cindy doesn't turn and close the door. Her going to lock it behind her, as right now a few things start to happen. Right now, Cindy is introduced to the gravity gun, and she is quite happy with its effects. Now, eventually Jessica does go to return home, and Deku, he does wake up later and sit there with his family. It's a new lease on life. I mean, he's got a cure for the lizard. He's got a beautiful family. He's got a lot of things. But he's not sure. There's a lot of strange things happening lately. No. They'll they'll all face it head on together. Because he's not going to do that again. He's not going to run. He'll fight. Though, if it does come down to it again, he knows what he'll choose. Funny. It's kind of strange, but maybe being Spider-Man and being a father, maybe doing both is possible. But it's definitely going to be a bit strange when the kids are older. That ran out of his mind, as if an image, a spider family, all the kids he has, all of them being superheroes, and so on and so forth. I mean, a New York patrolled by a spider family. It's a strange image, but not an impossible one. And Deku does somewhat sit there with a smile on his face. He knows that any dangers that come he can handle. He still knows what he needs to protect. But he's happy. And Deku, he does his own smile. And months later, the children are born. You have Felicia, twins. You have Cindy. Surprise, surprise, another set of twins. And then you do actually have Jessica. She gave birth to a beautiful baby girl, and she definitely seemed happy to have a daughter. She definitely saw a lot of herself in her, and it reminded her of her own mom, and she gave her mother's name. Now, Deku, Deku, he does get to work. He has to do quite a lot. And right now, he's got to take care of a few kids. And the hero side, it might need to be put down. Well, that does go through Spider-Man's mind, though. Let's cut to about over a decade later. In this amount of time, a few things have been happening. Right now, we do actually cut to Spider-Woman. She is flying through the air, swinging above the city, and she has to land. Right now, her going to actually sit onto a rooftop and going to pull up the front of her outfit. Her going to unstick a lunch bag and going to actually go to pull her shirt back down. Her going to turn and open it up. Okay, so things have been good so far. We're going to pull up the front of her mask and then going to take a bite. Right, right. Okay, so the city's been kind of good today, so that's nice. Villains aren't very rapid today, and huh, maybe she can take a break. Hmm, that would be a good idea. Maybe she can visit her boyfriend. Yeah, maybe see where things go there. I mean, she knows that Dad approves of him, and right now two people are going to land. And gonna don't walk over. Gonna sit down at the edge of the building and try to talk to Inko. Ben gonna sit there. Him holding on to a bag. Him asking her, as he set down his milkshake, if she's thinking about Franklin. Hmm? I'm I'm thinking of a few things. Why? Come on. Ben gonna sit down on her right, as Anna does sit down on her left. You know you can talk to us about it. I mean, you're the one here dating an actual superhero. I know, but listen, I know me and Franklin, we're getting along good right now, but I'm more worried about things with the company. Dad, Dad's talking about retiring and handing it over to one of us. And will this just run itself? I don't know if any of us are qualified. Yeah, you're right about that. Though, I think the smartest one in here is actually Anna. You think so? Duh. Anna, you were making designs for your web shooters before any of us were. I think you're the most ready to be a superhero. Didn't you deal with the Kingpin? Yeah, I did. But at the same time, I also remember how scary Dad was then. Didn't you say he looked like Carnage? Yeah, he did. Though, it kind of makes a lot more sense. Yeah, yeah. Do you guys think that we made him proud? Ben, of course we did. He made mistakes. He's always told us that. He's tried to give us this responsibility to show us what it's like to be him. I mean, I remember whenever I thought being a superhero was just swinging around and saving the day. It's a lot more than that. Yeah, it's pretty important. So, Ben, hers going to bring up her arm, nudging it into him. Him, right now, trying not to spill the sauce out of his burger. How have things been going with, your girlfriend? Um, things have been going good. Come on, you're about to get out of high school. How are things not going good? You ask her to prom yet? No, I haven't. Listen, I know me and Anna are about to graduate, but things with my girlfriend are complicated, and graduating might just make it worse. What do you mean? Ben says it's the only time he gets to spend with her. Other than being a superhero and trying to hide the whole secret identity, you know, being the Scarlet Spider and being a boyfriend is kind of hard for him. Though, I think he's just looking for an excuse to break up with her. I'm not. Come on. You were having a good time with Anna. Hey, she tries to kill me. Wait, Anna, are you talking about Craven's daughter? Ben, you're trying to date Cravenoff. No, we don't date. We just try to kill each other and well, I know things are weird with me and her. Wait. So you're looking for an excuse to dump your girlfriend to date a supervillain trying to kill you. No, no, no. That's not it. Well, not exactly. Not exactly. Okay, I need to hear this now. It's just okay. Anna has have been through issues. I know that, and I've been making progress with her. She isn't so bad like her dad was. Her dad tried to kill ours. That makes her pretty bad by association. Actually, I don't think it does. Hmm? Really, Anna? Well, I mean, you're trying to pass off the sins of the father. I guess you're right about that. Okay, so maybe she's not so bad, but still, she tries to kill us. Like, a lot. She's trying to hunt down Eric. Okay, Eric is just putting on a spider suit, so it's kind of understandable for her wanting to try and test him out. You want to rephrase that? She wants to test him. That's better. But at the same time, you're trying to date a supervillain who tries to kill your family. You really think that that's going to end well? I don't, but she put down the blades last time I talked to her. Ooh, wait, really? Yeah, I mean, things of me and my girl are going bad, and if I can turn her into a superhero, then maybe I can do something good. And well, she's just been through a lot, so I can relate to her with what we've all been through. Touche on that. Huh, I know. But Anna, you're talking about my relationship. What about yours? Mine? It's fine. You're still single. Uh, Yeah, I know. Why are you bringing that up? Weren't you crushed on that one guy? No, you totally were. You were crushing on that supervillain. I wasn't. Shut up. Though I think you do have sort of a thing for I'm not listening. Fine, fine. Though you guys know whenever Eric's gonna be on for patrol? He's gonna patrol after school, but I'm sort of worried about, you know, how long do you think it's gonna be until they patrol? Not really too sure, but I know Dad's on vacation right now, so they're not in New York or the country. Right. Though, kind of surprising still. What is? How things turned out. I mean, nothing big's popped up in a while. You guys worried? Not really. We'll handle it. You sure? Yes, dumbass. We'll handle it as a family. Right now, an explosion's gonna go off. The three turning their heads. As not Cindy, as Inko does it to bring her hand up. Her gonna pull off her mask and go to turn. Her throwing down her bag and gonna actually leap off. Talking about it. Come on, they gotta go. Right now, Ben gonna turn. Him going to pull off the top and drink the rest of his milkshake before going to turn and toss it down. Him going to web his bag of food directly to his spot. Him just thinking, okay, so the fries won't fly away this time. I'm going to turn and leap away. As right now he does gotta think about what to do. And Anna does gotta think about her own little bit of problems. Since she has been through a breakup recently. So that's definitely been treacherous to try and pursue. Now, with that being said, we do cut over to Izuku, who does go to read a report about how three of the supposed spider family have taken down the latest threat, a giant robot that was created by, presumably, Hydra. And right now, Deku does his own smile, as Felicia does a walk over and sit down next to him. Her going to pull him into a hug, ask him about exactly what happened. It's nothing, and bring his hand up and bring it around her. It's just they're doing a lot. Staying busy in New York. keeping them on their toes. I'm going to look out and look around. It's definitely been a good life. Though going back to New York and putting on the mantle again, it's definitely going to be something interesting. Deku right now going to turn and look at the picture of Spider-Man. It having him standing there shaking hands with the mayor of New York, the Avengers around as Deku was awarded the key to the city. Him staying there in that red jacket with the Spider-Man mask on. Him just thinking, that final design for his suit. I mean, differentiating the original from the new, passing on his mantle. Yeah, he's definitely making his father proud. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed and have an amazing day. And yes, this series has been kind of wonky and it has been all over the place. But it's sort of not Spider Man if there's no tragedy and there's no craziness. So I hoped I was able to compound a lot of crazy shit together and make a very good story. Now, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and this series has finally come to an end. Catch you guys in the next one.